Welcome to Unbiased News, where the only thing we're biased about is making fun of everyone equally. We are just over 2 weeks away from the most controversial sequel since Grease 2. That's right, it's Usyk versus Dubois 2, the rematch nobody expected, but everybody has an opinion on, especially those with zero boxing experience but unlimited Wi-Fi. Let's rewind for context. The controversial first fight. Now, depending on who you ask, your uncle on Facebook, a YouTube conspiracy channel, or Daniel Dubois therapist, the first Usyk-Dubois fight ended with one of the most debated low blows in history. Was it a shot to the balls? Maybe. Was it a body shot? Possibly. Was it a punch that traveled through time and smacked every pub debate square in the ego? Absolutely. If that punch was a low blow, then either Usyk's anatomy is upside down or Dubois' hands are legally required to come with a GPS. Does Dubois have a better shot this time? Well, let's break it down. Usyk is now 38 years old, which in boxing years is roughly the same as being 106. Is starting to look more like your quirky uncle who runs marathons for fun and less like the slick southpaw mastermind who dominated cruiserweight and baffled the heavyweight division like it was high school calculus. That being said, never count out a man who fights like a Cossack monk with a PhD in making opponents look silly. The Dubois comeback tour. Meanwhile, Dubois has been on a tear since that loss. He's racked up some impressive wins. A come-from-behind knockout of Anthony Joshua, also known as the guy who looks like a Greek statue, but one that sometimes forgets to move his head. Side note, no one's talking about it, but Joshua had Dubois wobbled like jelly on a speedboat before Dubois channeled his inner Thanos and snapped the fight out of existence. He's also taken out Filip Hrgovic and Jarrell Miller. Impressive stuff, although beating Miller is less of a boxing victory and more of a cardiovascular intervention. So what's changed? For Usyk, he's older, he's potentially slowing down. He still has footwork smoother than jazz on a rainy night. And he still seems to be the only guy in boxing who can make Tyson Fury say, maybe later. For Dubois, he looks stronger, more confident. His beard has matured spiritually. And most importantly, he hasn't quit lately, which is a big deal because let's face it, when the going got tough in the past, Dubois got going, back to the corner. Prediction time. Let's not overthink this. If Dubois can land his nuke of a right hand, keep his stamina past the 5th round, resist the urge to turn into a panic total every time someone breathes on him, he's got a shot. But, and it's a big but, like a heavyweight's protein budget, Usyk is a problem. Is the kind of guy who downloads you like software, figures out your patterns, and starts playing Tetris with your game plan. You know the expression, he only knows how to win? That's Usyk. He'd find a way to win in Monopoly even if he started without any property and someone flipped the board. Final thoughts. If I had to bet my own hard-earned imaginary money, I'm still going with Usyk. Because even if he's aged a little, he's still a boxing wizard who makes giants look like confused traffic cones. But if Dubois catches him early, before Usyk gets into his rhythm and starts speaking Matrix code, we could be in for a big upset and a lot of Twitter arguments featuring grainy replays and anatomy diagrams. So, what do you think? Is Dubois finally going to do it and become the man who knocked out a legend and got revenge? Or will Usyk once again dance circles around the heavyweight division and crush dreams with a grin and a shuffle? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Remember to like, share, and send this to that one friend who still insists the punch hit both balls in the liver. Until next time, take care, stay unbiased, and never skip leg day.